First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rokah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and a sincere salutation to all you Akim and you Akwat that believe in all sincerity. So this is going to be like the third video that I do on this topic. The first video, me and some of the brothers got together and basically spoke on, departing from this world. It's not your rest. And we also went into, basically, don't be confused by what you see among the people. It's all a facade. Okay. Righteousness is the answer. Okay. The things of this world, okay, the fashion of this world is going to pass away, and it was spiritual because brothers afterward had said, we all needed it. Okay, we all needed that lesson and the scriptures and the edification that came out. Okay, because brothers was vexed. Okay, and right now, there's coming a time of temptation. Okay, upon the whole world, and the scriptures speak about us being in manifold temptations. Okay, so now more than ever, this is the year of the turn up. You're going to have different scenarios and situations, and things arise in your walk. You're going to be tempted. You're going to be tempted to go as far as even bow out. You see, Yahweh Shai was tempted in the Garden of Gethsemane. Okay, and he prayed if there be any other way. And the Lord, the Most High, basically didn't answer his prayer, okay, which is an answer, okay, because, basically there's only one way, and that's the straight gate, okay. But basically what I want to speak about, and I'm not sure what I'm entitled this video, but, I want to reaffirm, okay, something that has been on my spirit, and the brothers as of late, and that is that, don't follow the multitude to do evil. Okay. Don't get it misconstrued. All right. Don't get it tangled. Our people are through. Okay. They are without hope in the world. Okay. They don't know what is coming. Neither do they care. All right. About the great tribulation that is about to befall them. And right now people are caught up in vanity, in lies and deception and all manner of wickedness and depravity, and degeneracy, So, this is, like I heard one of the elders say, this is the best thing going. This is the best thing that, we got going on for us right now. This is the best thing you could be involved in right now at this point. Okay, this is it, and the Spirit had me say before, hey, righteousness is cool. All right. This is cool. Being in the truth is what's happening, not being in the world. Okay. And basically living in sin. The scriptures say the wages of sin is death. You see? So our people got a very misconstrued. Okay. The lifestyle that they're living, the doctrines, the philosophies, the beliefs, the stances, the strongholds that are on people's minds is not okay where you want to be. Okay, it's not of the truth. Okay, and that's why this truth is so special. It's so that's why it's such a benefit to be in the knowledge. So I just want to reaffirm that. Okay, let's start here. This is Exodus 23:2. It says, thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many to wrest judgment. Okay. Follow not a multitude to do evil. Don't follow the crowd. All right. Just because the crowd seems to be popular, they seem to be popping, the Snapchat is lit and social media is lit, followers, because it seems like people these days are living through the internet. Reality is far from them. You have to have like a social media background to be somebody, and not only social media, but just, and even in life, in reality, like, if you ain't, popping and turning up every weekend, then you're nobody, and that's far from the case. It says, thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many to rest judgment. All right, you don't ever speak up in an incident, okay, in front of many people, because you don't want to judge, because you don't want to say the right thing, because you don't want to stand up for what's truth. A lot of people are not walking in integrity. Okay, they're not doing the right thing. Okay, when nobody's watching, and when people are watching, they are perverting justice. They're speaking lies to fit in. And that's not that's not the way to be. Okay, because a lie is a lie. Okay, and judgment is judgment, and judgments could be good. Okay, but judgments could be evil, and you're not to speak in a cause. Okay, you're not to speak. Okay, in a situation, and pervert justice just because you don't want to. You don't want to be the voice of reason. You see. Jake is too comfortable with just trying to fit in. So they don't want to do the right thing. This is Psalms 101. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. Okay, blessed is that man, okay, that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. Let's go with this word counsel.
Strong's H 6098. Eitzah.
Counsel, advice, purpose. Yeah, you don't want to be, okay, in the midst of people, okay, of ungodly people. You don't want to walk, okay, with ungodly people, okay, and being about their purpose, being about their cause, and hearkening to their advice, because there's a saying in the world: tell me who you hang around with, and I'll tell you who you are. And that's true. You got to be very careful, you see, because you can, be corrupted by others, okay? Or you yourself can corrupt others, all right? Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. You don't want to be among sinners. You don't want sinners to be your squad, so to speak, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. You don't want to sit, okay, and be in a position to where you're among scornful people. You're scorning at the men of the Lord. You're scorning at the word and what is being established upon the earth. If you're a believer, believe in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Have the guts to stand up and to live a life of righteousness. Okay, and that's why we say the truth is not for everybody, because not too many. The scriptures also say, "Who shall stand for me against the workers of iniquity?" Okay, that's a question. Who's going to stand up and actually speak about the evils of this world, and speak about, the injustice, and even speak about, wickedness that is even in us. And that's another spiritual, that's, through the spirit, that's another thing. We speak about the wicked that is even in us. And that's why we say we need Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You see, because this flesh is perverted. But we speak about wisdom. We speak about all the things about the scriptures. Okay, and even that, we even speak about how we need, the return of the Lord, so that we can get it right to the utmost. Okay, but you're blessed. Okay, if you don't find yourself, listening to the ungodly, or standing, in the way of sinners, or that you're not, scornful. You have people that come into the truth and have left, and now they just hang around with everyone who's against, okay, this gathering. And this is a spiritual gathering. This isn't just some organization. No, we don't get paid to do this. Nobody is telling us to, go by some criteria, or it's not organized through the government. This is a spiritual gathering, and blessed is he who's not on the outside just scorning. All right. This is let's go to Proverbs 3, I believe. Yeah. No? 4. And we'll start. Let's see. 14. Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. Yeah, don't go in the path of the wicked. You see wicked people going down a certain road, doing certain things. Hey, let them do that. It says, and go not in the way of evil men. Right? You don't travel among evil men. Enter not into the path of the wicked. It says, avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it, and pass away. Right? You're supposed to avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it, and pass away. Okay? You're not supposed to go into the path of the wicked. Blessed. We just read, blessed is the man, okay, that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, or is among sinners, or is among the scornful. You see, avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it, pass away. Okay. Let's go back to Psalms 4. Wait, no. Psalms 26. 26 and 4. I have not sat with vain persons, neither will I go in with dissemblers. Okay. Let's look up this vain.
Strong's H 7723. Shav. Shav.
It says emptiness, vanity, falsehood, emptiness, nothingness, vanity, emptiness of speech, lying, worthlessness of conduct. Okay? You don't want to sit, okay, among vain persons. Avoid being around vain persons. Okay. Most of the well, I'm gonna say this: if you're not in this truth, if you're among those that are without. Okay, without what? Without this knowledge. Okay, and being without the knowledge, your mind is in that Gentile state. Okay, you have no knowledge of self. You don't know, where you're coming or where you're going. You see, I have not sat with vain persons. Vain, emptiness, vanity, falsehood. All right, vanity. The vain things of this life, what people esteem, the things that are esteemed among men are abominable. Okay, being pride. Okay, lusts. Okay, what else? Lies, evil, deception. The things of this world, okay, are aimed at vanity. So sit not with vain persons. Avoid this. Okay, scriptures say, be separate, be holy. Touch not the unclean thing. And it's a battle. All right, don't get me wrong, but the Lord overcame the world, man. And ultimately the elect is going to be found without guile. But it says empty, vanity, falsehood, nothingness, vanity, emptiness of speech, lying. A lot of people, they speak just to speak. They speak the first thing that comes to their mind. They speak about BS, okay, nothingness, worthlessness of conduct. Our people don't know how to conduct themselves, and you learning how to conduct yourself, that takes time. So you got to start sometime. And if you come into this truth, you're in the right way. You're in good company, so to speak. Because we believe, this is the company of prophets. This is the truth that is set up on the earth in these last days by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Just like it was in the ancient world, it's come back. Okay, it's been reincarnated. I have not sat with vain persons, neither will I go in with dissemblers. Look up this word, dissemblers.
Strong's H 5956. A lamb. A lamb.
Dissemblers. To conceal, hide, be hidden, be concealed, be secret, be concealed. Concealed dissembler. In the NLT, let's read the CSB. I do not sit with the worthless or associate with hypocrites. NLT, I do not spend time with liars or go along with hypocrites. Right? You don't want to speak. You don't really want to be around worthless people. Okay, find people of substance to be around, because we can't avoid it. Okay, we go to work. You go different places. The different places you frequent, you're gonna find people who are not in the truth. Okay, but you have to be wise. You have to use this knowledge. It says, I have hated the congregation of evildoers and will not sit with the wicked. Okay, I have hated the congregation of evildoers and will not sit with the wicked. And the spirit that you're supposed to be in is that you're supposed to hate people who do evil. All right, and will not sit with the wicked. Right? Don't sit with the wicked, because 9 out of 10 times when you get up, you're going to be the topic of discussion. You're going to be the one to be plotted on. Okay, that's why the scriptures say, what agreement, had the Most High, the temple of the Most High, with idols. Okay, you're gonna come to find out that it can only go so far. The relationship with believers and non-believers. Okay, what has righteousness to do with unrighteousness? What had light to do with darkness? It says, let me skip down to 8. It says, Yahweh, Bashem Yashai, I have loved thy habitation of thine house and the place where thine honor dwelleth. Right, we love being in the house of the Most High. This is the household of the Most High upon the earth. You love being around brothers. And we're not even perfect, but hey, brothers are fighting, and you're supposed to have a spirit of charity, a spirit of righteousness, of being upright, being sincere. People talk all the time about being around snakes, being around fakes, being around this, that, and the other, but this is where it's at. And when you bring this information, they say, nah, that ain't it. That ain't what's happening. That ain't popping. That ain't lit. Well, okay. Just go back to what you were doing. As for us, I have loved the habitation of thine house and the place where thine honor dwelleth. There's honor, okay, amongst brothers. There's no honor in thieves. You see, when you come into the truth, you have to be honorable. Scriptures say, honor all men. Seek peace. Okay, with no man can see Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. This is what the truth entails. Okay, real love, and love is admonishing, it's rebuking. Okay, it's telling your neighbor about himself, and that's what's beautiful about being in the body, because that's honorable, and that's what keeps this thing moving in righteousness. Okay, let's see. Let's go back to Proverbs 9:6. Forsake the foolish and live, and go in the way of understanding. You see, forsake the foolish and live, and go in the way of understanding. And you come into the truth, you really got to cut people off. You got to cut things off, so that you may live, so that you may have peace of mind, so that you may be upright, and that the Lord may bless and deal with you. It says, and go in the way of understanding. This is the way of understanding. Okay, don't be deceived. Don't get it misconstrued. The scriptures say the wisdom of the wicked is not prudence. Okay, there's a lot of people that come to you and try to tell you this, that, and the third, and follow this doctrine, and I'm this, and you got a lot of guys who come up. What do you call them? You got a lot of motivational speakers, and their advice is foolishness. All right, this is the way of understanding. Forsake the foolish and live, and go in the way of understanding. Even Kevin Samuels, and alpha male strategies. They want to reach out to men and have men, reclaim that masculinity and whatnot. But even them they speak a lot about adultery. They speak about chasing the bag and riches in this life. But you know what? You put the kingdom of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai first, and all these things shall be added. Then the Lord knows what He's doing. Moreover, the Heavenly Father knows why you're in the position. The Heavenly Father knows where He wants you. Okay? So, all All right. Forsake the foolish and live and go in the way of understanding. Okay. Let's see. One second. This is the book of Proverbs 13. Let's go to Proverbs 13 and 20. It says, he that walketh with wise men shall be wise, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed. Okay? He that walketh with wise men shall be wise, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed. And some people know not where they fall. You see? So if you're with with fools, if you're in the company of fools, you're going to be destroyed. The scriptures say, shall the blind lead the blind? Shall not both fall into a ditch? If the blind lead the blind, shall not both fall into a ditch? Okay. So yeah, walk with wise men. Okay. And wise men are men, of understanding, men of the Lord. Okay. The congregation of the righteous. That's where you want to be. All right. Now, I'm going to say this. You can be isolated. You can be isolated. You can build up a fortress, and that's something that maybe brothers struggle with. I know I do. You know what I mean? It's not wise, okay, because you will need help, okay? The scriptures say, make ye friends of mammon. All right. Matter of fact, let's just get that. This is Luke 16 and 9. And I say unto you, make to yourselves friends of the mammon of unrighteousness, that when ye fail, they may receive you into everlasting habitations. This is Luke 16 and 9 in the NLT. Here's the lesson. Use your worldly resources to benefit others and make friends. Then when your earthly possessions are gone, they will welcome you to an eternal home. Yeah, you might have to live with someone who's not in the truth. Okay? You work with people who are not in the truth. You go places, you are going to know people who are not in the truth. You're going to have to make connections so that you may benefit from their resources. You see what I'm saying? And it's not taking advantage. It's just the simple fact that, you can't isolate. Not every brother has a business that you can run to. You might have to go to someone who's a mechanic, to someone who cleans, whatever, homes, or someone who fixes boilers, or what, you already know. People that are not in the truth might give you money. They might help you out. They might give you things, or whatever the case. You see, make to yourselves friends of the mammon of unrighteousness, that when ye fail, they may receive you into everlasting habitations. All right, that's wisdom. You see. So that's the lesson. You got to be careful. You got to have a balance. You got to know. You really got to know how to deal. You see out here. Let's get this. This is 1 Corinthians 15 and 33. Be not deceived. Evil communications corrupt good manners. Okay, so, make no mistake. Let's look at this word communications.
Strong's G 3657. Homilia. Homilia.
Communication, intercourse, communion. Companionship, intercourse, communication. Right. Companionship. Evil companionship corrupts good manners, man. Watch the company you keep, because that stuff can rub off on you. Certain habits, certain things. You got to be very wise. Okay? Got to put these words into use. The scriptures say, credit not everybody. You have to prove a friend. Prove people who you meet and who you encounter on the daily. Okay? and this is something that's been on my spirit, something that I've noticed, okay, as of late. You got to be wise. You got to use these words, man. And who cares about what people think when you use the scriptures? I'm going to say that. When you use the wisdom, it's going to seem foreign. You're going to seem foreign. You're going to seem weird. Your mannerisms, the way you move is going to seem weird because our people are just taught to just accept everybody, to so-called like everybody, which nobody likes everybody, all right? You're not going to like people who are mass murdering on the street, and you're not going to receive everybody, you know what I mean? But the righteous, they're gonna have love for one another. Okay, so be not deceived. Evil communications corrupt good manners, right? Evil companionship is gonna corrupt you. All right, that's just of a truth. One bad apple spoils a bunch. You see, and that's why, we need to stay in the spirit. We need to stay in the spirit, and more than ever now, because everyone is out for self. There's a bunch of narcissists. There's a bunch of people getting over on one another. There's people that group up and gang up on righteous people, but they don't even like each other. Gossiping and talking bad about one another. I mean, we got it bad, especially among Jake, man. All the tribes. It's crazy. We are amongst rebellious people, a gainsaying people. You see, they're going to know how to get over on you. They're going to know to say all the right things. They're going to want to entice you to come be with them and go here and do this and let's. But when you do, you're going to be like, man, I should have stayed away from these people, man. Hey, look, how am I making friends with this person? This person don't like me. I can feel it. This person, brothers know. Okay. So be not deceived, man. Got to live amongst our people. We just got to know how to deal. All right. I'm going to get one more. And I'm going to end it out. This is Matthew 10:16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. You see, Yahushai, this is in the red. He said this. I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. The Lord knows that we're sheep compared to wolves, man. And I'm going to tell you something. Righteousness will prevail. The sheep are going to prevail, man, not the wolves. People think they're getting over on good people. You're not. All that shit you talking, all them schemes, them plots that our people do to the sheep, okay, to the believers of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man, our people, they going to get it. They're going to pay for what they say and what they do to the elect, man. Okay, and we hope to be the election. I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves.
Strong's G 3074. Lucas.
Metaphor of cruel, greedy, rapacious, destructive men. You see, you're going to be among cruel, greedy, rapacious, destructive men. What's this word? Rapacious. Grasping. Aggressively greedy or grasping. Let's look it up over here. Rapacious. Rapacious definition. Aggressively greedy or grasping. What does it say here? It says covetous, living on prey. Right, man, that ain't that the truth, man. Our people think that you're prey. They can get over on you. Big fish eat little fish. That's what our people think. Let's go back. Whoops. Matthew 10:16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Okay? Wise as serpents. Let's see if there's anything here for that word serpents.
Strong's G 3789. Office. Office.
Let's get this. It says, with the ancients, the serpent was an emblem of cunning and wisdom. Okay, so this is figuratively speaking, metaphorically speaking, be cunning. Okay, have wisdom. Use this word. Remember these scriptures, man. That's why there's the book of Proverbs, the book of Sirach, the wisdom of Solomon. Wow. Listen to this. Salag.
Cunning.
Let me highlight it. Having or showing skill in achieving one's ends by deceit or evasion. Okay? Be cunning. Okay? Use skill in achieving your ends. Okay? Go to work. Say hi, hello, hoo, ha, ha, whatever. Do your job and get up out of there. You're being skillful in achieving your end. Okay, making friends of mammon, making connections for what you need to make it another day, to put food on the table, to even further the truth for whatever that may be. Okay, by deceit or evasion. Okay, and Paul said, "I've caught you with guile." You see, you use different cunning to convince people to leave you alone. Okay, what did Paul say? He said he was with the law. He had the law. Let me just get it. Okay, it says or evasion, right? Evading. Okay, you got to learn how to supplant, how to yiquab your way out of situations. Use the wisdom. Okay. What did Paul say? Because if people know that you're into the Lord, they're going to use you. They're going to try to manipulate you. They're going to try to throw you under the bus. They're going to try to harm you, do all different types of things because they know that you're trying to be good, and people are evil and they're wicked and they're jealous and they're envious that the Lord may not be dealing with them. That they might see the spirit on you, man. All right. What do people say? Oh, you believe in God? Oh, he's weak. He's this. He's that. You brothers know. You all should know, man. You being a believer of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, this doctrine, people are ruthless and merciless and cruel. Okay, let me get to the point. 1 Corinthians 9:21. To them that are without law, as without law, being not without law to the Most High, but under the law of Hamashiach, to Hamashiach, that I may gain them that are without the law. You see? Okay, so when Paul was around those who didn't know the law, okay, it was like if he was without the law, being not without the law to the Most High, but under the law of Yahweh Shai, meaning he was acting under grace. Okay, you have to know how to yiquab among those who don't know the law of the Most High. They don't know that they're sinning. You might look like them because you're Jake. You might speak the lingo. You might, wear Jordans and T-shirts and, whatever the case, but no, you're a believer, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, okay? That I might gain them that are without the law, right? Paul was he knew how to teach. He knew how to catch people. He knew how to be like them, but he wasn't exactly like them. It just seemed on the outside because, you are a sheep amongst wolves. You are, a target to the evil, okay? You are a prey. You become a prey, and our people are predators. You see what I'm saying? Look at Yahweh Shai. He's a perfect example. He came amongst his people. They rejected him, and they put him to death. They delivered him up to the Romans to be put to death. Our people are like that. Make no mistake about it. Our people will destroy your name, will take away your livelihood. They're scoffers and they're scorners. So why be in the midst of them? Okay, be very careful when you are. And that's the point. Okay, something that was on my spirit, Lord willing, it was edifying and the message was received. Okay, I'm going to read it again. Matthew 10:16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. I think that's what I'm gonna call this video. So Lord willing, this was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rokak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and a sincere salutation to you Akim and you Akwat that believe in all sincerity. Pray for the believers. The believers need help. All of us who are hopeful members of the elect need help. Like, we're all we got. We're all we got amongst this untoward generation. Save yourself from this untoward generation. Don't. This is supposed to be a sanctuary. Okay, you know. You know, I mean, so much more to be said, but I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there. Lord willing, this was received. Shalom.